I can imagine there was lots of reasons to make this movie, but what was it about Starr and her story that kind of spoke to you when you read the script for the first time?
So I actually read Angie Thomas's book before there was a script, and I was just blown away by Angie's writing. It's just so beautiful. She created such an amazing and beautiful story, and an honest story, and one that also reflects a current reality in a way that is political, but also just human. And that really captured my heart, and so I also related to Starr in the way that she navigates the world as a black girl, and the experiences that she has kind of being alienated in that at times, and I understood that, and also thought that the story itself was just absolutely gorgeous.
The black and white friendships were handled so well in the film. Why is it important to see these friendships being tested?
Ooh, I think because as black girls, we often get used to accepting certain dynamics with our white peers and counterparts. We get used to making ourselves smaller. We get used to not sticking up towards things that make us feel uncomfortable. But it's not our responsibility to appease other people or gratify them, and it's definitely not worth sacrificing our own safety and comfort.
Yeah, we shouldn't have to change ourselves to fit other people's needs.
No.
So this film is also really entertaining, meeting the parents, that scene, and why is it important to have this balance?
I think it's kind of like, you know, the medicine with the candy. And also I think George just knows how to make a good movie and speak to like what makes us most human, and oftentimes that is the pain and the persecution, but oftentimes it's also the joy and the love. So I think it was important for him to encompass all of that.
What message do you want this film to send out to a young audience?
I want it to be empowering, and I want it to empower those who are marginalized and teach those who aren't marginalized how to be good allies.
And do you feel that this could be a Contemporary Award season?
I hope so. That would be awesome. I mean, that would honestly be the cherry on top, and I'm not being facetious. It would be really incredible, but it would just be an additional blessing, you know, along with just making the film itself and being a part of this community. Thank you.
How did you prepare for the role?
I prepared for the role by getting really deep into the book. I did about 2 months of kind of my own writing, tying together emotional threads and character arcs, and putting that into a format that felt like I could reference while we were shooting. I listened to a lot of Tupac and Kendrick Lamar, and I talked to Angie Thomas.
Amazing, a lot of famous people there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And as well, do you think we need more films like this in Hollywood, diverse films?
We definitely need diverse narratives on screen, you know, because of the way in which media shapes the way that we think about other people in the world. I think it's super powerful when we're able to tell stories that speak to existences that don't always get validated.
Perfect, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations on this amazing film.
Thank you.
I can imagine as a filmmaker there were so many reasons to make it, but what was it that struck you most about this story?
I just thought that, you know, Starr's journey of finding your voice is very unique. It's very relevant dealing with police brutality in America, but at the same time, I just love her standing up for what you believe in, not compromising yourself, not be afraid or be embarrassed of who you are and where you come from. That's the message of the movie, and by taking that, you can be able to take that in your own life and use it in any area in your own personal life.
What was it about Amandla that made her perfect for this? Because she really does inhabit this role so well.
I just think that, you know, her own life really mirrored what was going on in the movie in terms of navigating her two worlds. So I was very excited that she could be able to take part of that, you know, for herself.
And even though this is a story that's set in America, I mean, are you hoping that it spans a conversation that goes across the globe about gun violence and police brutality across the world?
Yeah, I really hope so, because there's a lot of people that has family, kids, and want the best for their kids and how to be able to move in life, or may have younger children and want them to be able to learn and learn how to talk and how to conversate and be able to relate to other people outside your culture. I think that's very important.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey!